What's up, Tyria? This is Khai, back with a new video. It's going to be an account tour. It's going to be fairly brief. Basically, I'm just going to show you all of my characters and talk to you a little bit about them. And I hope some of you enjoy it. I know I do enjoy such videos a great deal. So let's start with my main. It's my PvE main Mesmer. She inherited the name from my Guild Wars 1 Mesmer. And yeah, she is my only character that has a full set of Ascended gear, and I'm going to play through the Heart of Thorns story with her first. Next up we have my Asura Engineer. It's my PvE engineer. He was my 5th character to get to 80. And what he does is he gathers my home instance materials. Basically, he's stationed in Ratasum almost permanently, and that's all he does. I used to play him in DubVDub a bit, so he has a Condi gear as well as a power gear. But yeah, not anymore. I don't really play DubVDub at all. Here we have No Spook Intended. I think that's the best Necro name ever. And this is actually my newest character. She was created today. And she's eventually going to become a Reaper. But for now, she is just a character that I'm going to play whenever I play with my girlfriend, because she is new to the game and we will basically level together. Here we have Khai, my second Mesmer. And it's my PvP Mesmer. I played him in the WTS Cologne in the WTS Boston qualifier. And yeah, I play him quite a bit. I really enjoy playing him. Mesmer is my main in PvP as well. Here we have my Warrior. He's a PvE character. Warrior was my my 7th character to ever get to 80, and he is stationed in Fireheart Rise, and I just use him to do COF. So despite me not liking Warrior too much, he does see a lot of play because I do COF fairly often. I guess that's about to change with the dungeon changes, but we will see how much they actually change stuff. Anyway, I digress. So here is my my first Guardian, Turn on the Light. He inherited the name from my Guild Wars 1 Paragon that I enjoyed playing a lot. He's stationed in Malkor Sleep. I use him to gather materials in ore, and he is also my DubVDub character. As I mentioned, I don't really play DubVDub at all, but whenever I do, it's on this guy. So he uses the standard Guardian build. And yeah, he was my second 80. I do like him, despite not liking Norn too much. Here is who I would consider my PvP main. It's my human Mesmer. I play him a lot. I played him in the WTS Cologne qualifier and in a lot of other tournaments. He has a ton of different armor and weapon skins, so he has a ton of looks that I switch around all the time. I think this is like the most iconic look he has that I use the most often. Here we have Good Charlotte. I love his name and I love his look. I love everything about him. It's a shame I don't play him more. It's basically my PvE Guardian, and I use him to do Twilight Arbor whenever I do it. He's a cool guy. Now we have on Catril. He shares the name with my Guild Wars 1 Assassin actually, and he was my 3rd character to ever get to 80. And yeah, I like him. I use him to do SE, Sorrow's Embrace, so he's stationed in Dredgehaunt Cliffs almost permanently. Now we have Batazur. She's named after my friend's necromancer in Guild Wars 1. And She is basically stationed in Lion's Arch all the time. She is the character that I use whenever I want to take care of my bank or something, and she is also the character I use whenever I go and mix stuff in the Mystic Forge. So all of my precursor drops, she was the one that got them from Zomeros. Now we have featuring Khai. It was a character that I created late last year, and basically my team required me to learn another profession other than Mesmer. I decided to play Engie, so yeah, that's how he was created. I played him in the WTS Boston qualifier as well as a lot of other cups and tournaments. He was the first character I ever played in an ESL Cup, and I do love playing Engineer a lot. Not as much as Mesmer, but from time to time it's great to play some Engineer. Yeah, this is my PvP Ranger. I barely play her, but I do like her look for what it's worth, and I like her name a lot, but yeah, Ranger is one of my least played professions. This is my first Ranger. She shares her name with my Guild Wars 1 Ritualist, actually, and she's stationed in Frostgorge Sound most of the time, and I use her when I want to do Honor of the Waves, which isn't too frequently. This is Gloria. She's named after my friend's Elementalist in Guild Wars 1, and she was my 4th character to get to 80, and nowadays she only sees use when I want to do AC. This is my PvP Guardian, and he was created in the Meditation Hammer meta, so whenever my team was counter-comped by a different team, in the sense that Mesmer was countered hard, then I would switch to this guy to still offer some DPS but not be as vulnerable to enemy thieves and guardians. Admittedly, I never considered myself a good guardian, but I did used to play him a bit. Next up we have Khai Still Your Girl, sort of a joke character. This is my PvP Thief, and I play him from time to time. I guess I'm fairly decent at Thief. Not good, but I guess somewhat decent. I think it's a big part of being a good Mesmer is understanding Thief to some extent, because it's the profession that counters us the hardest, so you get the idea. And last of all we have Justice. I don't really like her name, but same as with my PvE Engie, I don't play them almost at all, so even though I hate their names, I can't be bothered to switch them. And she is basically a shoutbow, despite what warrior mains will most likely tell you, that DPS warrior is more fun to them. Well, I am not a warrior main, I'm far from it, and I don't enjoy Deeps warrior at all, but I do enjoy shoutbow from time to time, so if my team is in need of some support and shoutbow works, I like to switch to her from time to time. I think she looks cool. So I think that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I guess I will see you on stream. I will have a link to my Twitter and to my Twitch in the description below, so feel free to check that out, and see you around.